What's up, my dudes and ladies? Do you know, I don't know if I have. Do we have females following the channel? I'm not sure I do. It's probably quite a boy thing, but if we do, comment below if you are a female, and then I will address you properly, not dudes. You'd be dudettes. It is officially a Thursday. Work is crazy. I'm kind of a bit giddy, a bit happy. Stuff is going well. We have some snap-on news, which I'm dead excited to talk about, but we will do that in a bit. The workshop has been crazy with cars. I've been doing stuff on the Chaser today. Laser lining the actuators, which are in. There's one, and obviously it goes out the back there. And let me just show you this, which is pretty cool. Hang on, let me pop you down. This is a work in progress because obviously I've literally just got these in. They want to be the other way around. I've got this on like a three-way switch, but for now we're just going to junk them off a battery, because that's what proper engineers do. See, here cometh the amp rack. So it is now obviously extending on its own. This is like in the testing phase, making sure that it comes out and goes in obviously properly, nothing hits. But this is what we will end up with. Not with a battery in the boot. I'm going to insert some lift music here.
298 frozen patties later.
Here we go. So that's the amp rack out. Obviously this is on the actuators, so it's nice and stiff, nice and solid. I haven't bolted any of this in yet, so I'm not going to put any weight on it because it will probably just chew itself apart. But how cool is that? Amazing, huh? And then back in. All right. Right. Awesome. Okay. So, Snap-on. A lovely chap called Mike came to see me yesterday, who understood all my problems. He'd been speaking to Neil. He is, I want to get this right, he is head of the rock and roll program, I think. I want to say that. I think that's what he is. He's head of the rock and roll program. So he is in charge of things like big box van, tool storage, you know, that's kind of his baby, and he knows it better than anyone. So he's the perfect person to come and speak to me. Lovely character. Quite a Londinium accent on him.
You sound like you're from London. Yeah.
But very polite, very understanding. A credit to Snap-on, because everything he said, we discussed my issues, my worries, my problems, how I've been treated, and to be fair, he did everything right. He didn't try and bullshit me, didn't try and say anything that I wanted to hear, other than, you know, that it shouldn't have happened, and Snap-on wanted to make it right, which was great. It was just kind of like a genuine two dudes talking about toolboxes, and he's definitely put my mind at ease with regards to what happened, what went wrong. you know, just a whole heap of stuff that has just restored my faith in Snap-on somewhat. He gave me some new stuff to look through, which I've kind of had a little peruse over, and obviously the purple one, it's always the best. But yes, so what finally transpired after our little chat is another Epic. I've bought another Epic. Couple of things to note: he is looking after me, or Snap-on are looking after me on the price as an apology for how I was treated and trying to put things right. So kudos, credit where credit's due. They're you know, they are looking after me, trying to rectify a problem. I'm still paying for it, but I am getting a little bit of a discount as a way of compensation, not compensation, as an apology, which is really nice and thoughtful, and I appreciate that, because it still means I get to buy something, but at the same time they're going to give me a little bit off, which is wonderful. But what we have, which I'm going to show you, is this little badger. So this is going to be my new Epic. We are doing a couple of different things. This bit here is going to be a power draw, so I'm going to have all my drills and charging stuff in this left side, because I don't need tons and tons and tons of mini drawers. There's no point. And also in the center section here, I've ordered a thing. I want to get this correct. I think it's called a fast draw, and it's not like a, it's for putting, like, you know, your favorite little bits in. It's like a tool. I'll see if I can find it actually. It's like a tool drawer that's partitioned with little bits, so you can tool accessories, it's got to be in here, so you can kind of keep small things in there. So it'd be perfect for things like my leads and my you know, my odds and sods connectors, if you will, that can go in the drawer. But I'm going to get one of those with it, so it's going to have some nice little bits and bobs. I can't find it. Anyway, you know what it is. It's like one of them multi-split up square section drawers that you can arrange, and you can have all your small stuff in there. So I'm going to have one of those. So we are going back to the Mr. Epic is coming. It is coming. He's going to let me know when I've got a delivery date. To roughly expect the box. My one is going to be, he's emailed some of his, because he goes to America all the time, to the big box factory, and does stuff over there. So he's emailed, I guess you'd call it, some of his counterparts in the States. They're going to keep an eye out for the box, and they're going to maintain its journey and make sure that it comes tip top. But yeah, so we're going to have another purple Epic, titanium trims, so I can join the two together, have the Mr. Epic again, with a power draw on that left side. Is going to be, so on this left side is going to be the power draw. The center section is going to have a smart or fast draw. But yes, titanium top, stainless trim. I cannot wait. I'm super excited and super grateful. So out of all the BS that's kind of happened with the box and all the crap that ensued afterwards, no, it wasn't correct. It shouldn't have been dealt that way, but do you know what? It did. And I can kind of say I'm glad of the outcome, really glad of the outcome, and also the fact that what's happened, is, you know, it is what it is. It's washed under the bridge. And no, it's not the case of, you know, oh, you're only saying that because you're getting a cheap toolbox. No, I'm not. I am a Snap-on fan. I've always been a Snap-on fan. I love my Snap-on equipment. I've had it explained as to what has happened and how it happened, you know, with the used box, and the allocation. You know, we've got one in stock, but the system kind of failed so much to say that it wasn't necessarily a new box, it was a demo box. Obviously from that point it could have been stopped. People should have looked over the box and gone, no, do you know what, he's not going to be happy with that, let's kind of, you know, recap and go again. You know, there's many things you could say about that situation, whether it was a dealer's fault, you know, whether it was like a, you know, here's a box, see if he'll take this one. it is what it is. It's happened. But the point is, it's been rectified. Faith has been restored in Snap-on. You know, they've apologised. He said exactly what I wanted to hear. We had a good long chat. I mean, he was here for probably 3-4 hours, you know, drinking tea and having a natter, and I could tell that it wasn't like just a meeting where he wanted to fluff smoke up my arse. He was genuine, very genuine guy, very lovely guy, and yeah, we've had a good chat. Things have been ironed out. I'm happy. The box that I want is coming, and I can go back to being a fan and kind of move on, and go back to enjoying my tools, my storage. So it kind of invokes another video. We're going to do another tool walkthrough when I've got both boxes in and we're all set up. So there's going to be another big box tour, toolbox tour with the Mr. Epic. We can do new tools, new purchases, you know, everything. So it can kind of get it back on track, and I'm glad it's gone that way, because I do like, in essence, I was kind of annoyed about the whole thing, and I didn't really want to talk much about Snap-on at the time, because it did, you know, it kind of tainted me a bit. But now we can get back to enjoying some proper tool talk and, you know, discussing stuff, you know, man stuff, tool stuff, or girl stuff, depending on, you know, your comments below. But yeah, please do that, because I'll be interested to see how many, and I think I've got about 600 followers, so I'll be interested to see how many people are male, female. I'm just interested. I'm just keen to know who watches me and who follows me, and how we can progress up to 1,000, so we can go on to the well, I say get onto the Snap-on, get onto the YouTube program, to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm not there yet. I need everyone subscribing and more subscribers. So share this video, do me a favor. But yeah, I had my last, I thought that video, the last one I did, was actually quite fun. I even had myself laughing, sad, I know, but you know, I'm kind of getting to grips with the software, and I'm kind of figuring out the funny bits. So I hope you enjoyed the last video, because I did watch it back and I did laugh at it. But yeah, we need to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start getting monetized, because I got demonetized on my last video. Not that I get paid for them, but I got demonetized because I had, like, I think it was 8 seconds of a tune that was playing in the background. I even listened to it, and I kind of thought to myself, shall I mute that out? And I thought, no, do you know what? I'm not going to get a copyright strike over that, because you can barely hear what the guy's saying. It was more the beat, but I'm guessing that's what the software picked up. It picked up the drum beat, and then I got a copyright strike against my account to say that I was using somebody else's material. Come on, YouTube. I'm not making money off of this, and I'm certainly not using that guy's song as a you know, as a benefit for myself. It was literally just playing on my Spotify, which I do pay for, in the background. So he's had royalties, he's been paid. I wasn't promoting it, I wasn't using it for my benefit, it was just background music. But anyway, I digress. All is good in the hood. Snap-on is coming, new toolbox. I'm dead excited, cannot wait. But again, it's not going to be a normal toolbox, it's going to have some special stuff on it, which is even better for me. Yeah, so keep them peeled, boys and girls. That is coming. The Epic, I'll have to give this one a clean up. I'll have to sort it out. The Epic is coming. Happy Alex. But that's it for today. I'm going to shoot back off. Try and do this 2-day. Oh, actually, there is something else I wanted to show you. Well, I just walked past it. Let me just sort this out. I'm going to pop you down a second. Just stick you up there next to the Lego man. I bought myself a new toy, because I am a bit of a Formula 1 fan. And over my birthdays, my good wifey has bought me many a gift, including, just show you these. So I've got a brake disc from a Red Bull race car, Formula 1 car. This is actually a final drive cog from Sebastian Vettel's Red Bull. That is a wishbone strengthening plate from a Formula One Lotus. And now I am the proud owner of this. This is actually Kimi Raikkonen's 2008 Scuderia Ferrari steering wheel. How cool is that? It's got the quick release, the clutches, the gear selector. But yes, some lovely gentleman, not far from me, popped it up for sale. That it was gathering dust in his shed and wanted rid. Somebody else could enjoy it. So Muggins here went and picked it up for an absolute song. I shan't tell you what I paid for it. It was cheap. But he didn't want it anymore. I did. So I crossed his palm with silver and I got myself a bit more memorabilia. But yes, 2008 Ferrari wheel. That's pretty cool, huh? And it does sit nice and neatly in my little trophy cabinet with all my other junk. Posh. Right, it's late. I'm rabbiting on. Comments, gentlemen, ladies, put them in below. The purple epic is coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I am excited, totally excited for this. Cannot wait. So thank you, Snap-on. I appreciate it massively, looking after me, coming back, rescuing the situation. Big thank you to Mike. What a ledge, what an accent, what a character, lovely dude. Faith is restored, definitely faith is restored. I feel like I am being looked after, and it is just 100% appreciated. So thank you everyone that's got involved, that's bothered, you know, because it does mean a lot, but thank you. I am happy. But that's it for today. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to go home, lock up. Hope you're enjoying the boot build. We're nearly getting on with it now. The next thing is getting the amp in, getting it all plumbed in, start creating some noise, then take it apart again, fit everything up, make sure it's trimmed and painted and whatnot, and then it's good to go. Interior back in the back, and then we can probably start doing something with that, or I don't know, maybe in between, I don't know. I'm going to shut up and leave you with it. Thanks fellas, ladies, night.